States of America, where they figure to have a massive advantage, not just on Australia, but virtually anyone in the tournament, the Faceoff X.
This could be gigantic tonight. Ierlan on the left, a Yale graduate with a degree from Denver, Trevor Baptiste, who played at Denver. By far the two best on the planet, both PLL stars. And my guess is they'll win probably 85% of the faceoffs, and that's going to be the biggest challenge for Australia.
We'll see one of the two of them on the other side of this break. Faceoff coming up from Toreros. Kieran McCardle, JT Giles-Harris, Liam Burns, Jack Rowlett. Trevor Baptiste will take the faceoff. Jesse Bernhardt, and between the pipes, Blaze Reardon. For Australia, Ashby Dennis, Chris Moffitt, Lockie Russell, Tim Graham takes the face. Connor McDonough, Cam Semler, Jeff Millsap, Lucas Parsons-Quintio, and in the cage, Ryan Spark.
I think the only notable in the lineups is Matt Dunn, 33 and white. We're beating England in the end zone. And an amazing story from the Ukraine where they're starting middle school lacrosse. They started with one lacrosse stick and two lacrosse balls. And I met the gentleman who's pushing that movement. FCA is also highly involved with sending a group over to Kenya this summer in August to foster some youth camps and get equipment. Member of the Whip Snakes, two-time champions of the PLL. Rambo lives in Jacksonville, Florida right now, where he loves to golf and play pickleball.
Man, it is a pickleball craze.
I haven't seen any in San Diego, though.
You haven't been looking hard enough.
I saw some incredible nighttime tennis going on at Canyon Hills High School. There must have been 30 courts filled with middle-aged men, the fittest, most competitive, and guys having so much fun. I was like, wow, you don't see that on the East Coast. That's a West Coast thing.
That is one thing about San Diego. It is a healthy city. Flag comes in.
Okay, these U.S. jerseys are pretty cool. Are they reflecting light, kind of like a running reflector jerseys off the numbers?
Am I
seeing that, or is this because the sun is setting and we got some shadows here that I'm struggling with this?
Your eyes do not deceive you.
They look like they're catching the light. Pretty cool.
Officials tonight: Lee Bryan is the head official. Mike Drake, Alex Juice, Mark Buckley, and Rob Cross. The U.S. goes to the man up for the first time. They were 0 for 5 against Canada on the extra man.
Moving. This is all wrists. USA. A great deal. You know, I think the Schreiber mirrors him. Okay, he stays relative to Rambo. He's at the top of the box. On the far side, it's going to be Pinnell and Sowers. And again, Schreiber's going to be top of the box and able to play center field. That time, Tommy just read that his defender was giving too much ground or shading him incorrectly with leverage.
Well, the American center fielder has 2 goals out of the first 3. Lucas Parsons-Quintio nearly able to intercept the pass. The U.S. hangs on to possession. Clock drifts under 3 minutes. Bertrand back around for Pinnell. Kelly, always dangerous to pull the trigger. Boy, does he ever love to shoot. Does it well. Beating in tight, trying to find Bertrand.
It's a good idea off of a pick and slip.
Loose ball push. They'll ding Australia. USA hangs on. Spark came way out of the net there.
Aussies in the man-to-man defense. We saw some zone last night in the... It's just another strong offensive possession. USA's playing fast in the settled sets. Look at this ball movement from near side to...
Anticipate a change in defensive strategy at some point to the zone we saw last night?
Yes, at some stage. You know, if I'm Australia, this is type of game, type of tournament that I want to throw multiple looks at the U.S. for my own good, really, to see what's best, to see what we do best, to see what it's going to take to perhaps upset Canada or beat the Haudenosaunee. This is an Australian team. I think if you ask them, their goal would be 3rd place. Like team offense.
The top-ranked team in the world and 10-time world champion United States of America take a 5-0 lead. Australia Gives the ball back to the USA. They'll get one more possession here with the clock winding under 20 seconds in the first. How quick do they want to go? Matt Rambo with a sense of urgency. Has it picked. 7 seconds. Donnie Howard. Howard with purpose.
They won in Netanya in 2018 after losing the 2014 final game to Canada in Denver, 8-5. It's been super business approach. I mean, this Team USA, they were scouting in person last night, the Australia-England game. I was blown away by that. They showed a shot on ESPN+. Charlie Toomey was taking notes, defensive coordinator. The players, I've heard of really long film sessions. So this team is here with a purpose, and they're taking care of all the details.
Australia off the violation.
With major sun issues up here. And if you're Blaze Reardon, that may have been an issue on that outside shot.
The goal for Cal Gibson, his first of the tournament. Played college ball here in the United States at Coker University. Assisted by Tim Graham, product of Cornell.
Tim Graham's a great story. Tim Graham played for Australia in 2016 on the U19.
Had a personal renaissance in the National Lacrosse League this season as the lead initiator for the Albany Firewolves. Everyone knows about him from his PLL days, but finally having some success as an American in the indoor game. The USA still man up here.
McCardle rewrote Australian goal on the power play. Penalties, Cooper, in this format, this non-shot clock format, penalties count. They seem to matter a little more.
Terefenko leading the break. Terefenko scores! The U.S. with a quick answer immediately off the draw.
Seth Tierney telling me this team needs to play relaxed and have more fun today, and we want to push things in transition. You know, the other night they won a zillion faceoffs, but scored no goals against the Canadians off the draw. Well, here's Terefenko. The pump fake holds the point, man, okay? If you're a young player out there, that is essential. When you get to the top of the box, put some pressure on the defender. See the subtle head and shoulder fake? That influences the defender. You've got to pump. Give him a hand fake. Give him a head. Raises that point, man. It makes him make a decision. Terefenko, disrespected, makes the goalie turn and rake.
Terefenko, three-time All-American at Ohio State, having great professional careers both for Chrome in the PLL and for the Halifax Thunderbirds in the NLL. Part of a growing American contingent in the box game. Australia
does his best work away from the ball. To me, he's a two-goal-a-game guy in this tournament, easy.
And Bertrand, one of the best stories on Team USA, has a rocket ship strapped to his back. His ascent from Merrimack to Virginia into a top 22.
A lot into it. There's a lot of gray area guys selected each year. It is what it is.
It's also important to differentiate between the 23 best players and a team comprised of the best group of 23,
that's exactly,
right?
Cooper, that's exactly what I'm insinuating, yes.
So for the U.S., they'll get one more crack at
John Denhouse. Then he redirects it in front. So Matt Rambo with the assist. Using his brain. A really smart play.
Third dime of the night for Matt Rambo with a game-high 5 points for Team USA. As the Stars and Stripes have opened up a game-high 8-goal lead. And with 2.2 seconds on the clock, a loose ball push will award the ball to Australia with one final prayer before the break. Thomas Graham lets it go, and Reardon is there to end the first half. The United States of America jumped out to a 5. Right back at it tomorrow against Canada here in the same field at USD. That's at 4 o'clock local time, 7 o'clock Eastern. It'll be followed by the USA and the Haudenosaunee.
Haudenosaunee looked good before this game. They played on this field. Highly skilled. I thought Kyle Jackson played great.
He's so shifty. Does such a nice job dodging for them from up top. Austin Stotts, of course, the pinnacle of a finisher with 8 goals. So far, the high in the tournament, not just for a game, but of anyone.
Legion player on this USA roster, Brendan O'Neill. hat trick on Wednesday night against Team Canada.
Australia called for the violation as Jackson's stock goes early, and the USA goes right back.
Injury. It's not the kind of goalie that I want out of the net chasing attackmen around. I don't love that strategy given his mobility.
TD Ierlan with a clean face-off win as Australia cuts it to 8. And the USA bungles the clear. So Australia gets a chance.